Hi guys, good afternoon and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's again Irene and you're welcome to another video, okay? So in today's video I have a very special guest. Like this week I've been bombarding you guys with guests. So this is one of my special guests. I don't know, she said I always say okay in my video anyway. So this big head here now is my special guest, and for those of you who don't know her, she's my sister. The first, we're going to try two challenges. They are the same thing, but you know, different styles. The first one is names of girls challenge. So we are going to mention names of girls, you know, within five seconds, Abby. So within 5 seconds, I'm supposed to mention the name, and she's supposed to mention them. So whoever forgets a name, you know, loses. So after that one, we're going to go over to the names of boys. Okay, so these are the two challenges we're going to do today before we get, we dive into the video proper. And please guys, she has a YouTube channel though. I'm going to drop her video link in the description box, so you guys should go check her out. She's a mad person. Like, her videos are mad. You don't want to miss it. Introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, don't mind her, okay? So it's your girl, okay? It's your girl Cheesy Desire Kingsley in the building, okay? Yeah. Okay. So please, if you've missed me, we'll talk about that privately in my own channel, okay? Yeah. Let me go for names of girls. Let me go for names of boys. Okay.
Oh my God. Are you ready for this?
Alright. Names of girls, names of girls, names of girls, names of girls. Oluchi,
Chidema,
Nkwachi,
Nkechi,
Miriam,
Cheesy,
Esther.
I got you're pausing.
Our name can be inclusive.
It's a lie.
Are we girls?
I'm not gay. I'm a girl, I beg. Oh yeah.
Names of girls, names of girls, names of girls, names of girls. Faith,
Elena,
Hope,
Cheesy,
Miriam,
Lady,
Esther,
Chidema,
Susie,
Oluchi,
Favor,
Nkwachi,
Mbechi,
Onubube,
Mbori,
Adako,
Cynthia.
Onubube.
You've said Oluchi before. You've said Oluchi before. I'm a winner, man.
Not too good.
Alright, so I won the first time, I won the second time, I'm always a winner. You know, it's just
okay.
It runs
names of boys this time, names of boys. Alright. Okay. Names of boys, names of boys, names of boys, you know. Emmanuel.
No. Okay, no, I missed this one. To look like I didn't know.
Have you heard it for me before?
Oh no,
seriously, I somebody introduced Okay, go the boys, names of boys. Names of boys, you go. Emmanuel,
Kingsley,
Innocent,
Grateful,
John,
Faithful,
Obinna,
Chidubem,
Azaya,
Chigozrim,
Anderson,
Chigozie,
Daniel,
Chibuikem,
Ugochukwu, Azubike, Chemela. So let's just give her the trophy. Not that she won. The first one she missed. The second one, okay, she won the second one. Okay, you won two times. So, however, let's go to the question and answer. Okay,
I won.
So we have serious. No, let's not just drag it. You did not win too much. Okay, so
you were there. I won. Wasn't I?
You wasn't. So we have 10 questions here. We are going to answer. So you know, it's a question and answer video. So these 10 questions are mad. Like, they're seriously, you know. If I guys are going to feel it.
Why do I feel like I'm sweating?
Because you're on a hot seat. So the first question is, what age did you started dating? What age did you started dating?
Okay, I'll answer the question first.
Yes. You answer and I'll answer. So since I asked, you have to answer first.
Okay, so what age did I started dating?
Yes.
dating? I mean, when did I start breaking hearts? You know, there's a time you start breaking hearts, and there's a time you now start dating like you are dating in view to marriage, and there are times you're just playing around, fooling around. So which one do you mean?
Really?
The one I started dating like that, I'm dating you, because I know so many people that thought they were dating me. I wasn't dating. There are people that were dating me. I wasn't dating them. But maybe they didn't know. But there are people that I actually dated. So you see the people that started from when they dated me, and me, I did not date them back.
Okay. When you started dating, in fact, the earliest date you remember dating
was
what age were you?
Was it that boy that used to write notes for me back in the There was this boy actually that used to help me write notes, you know, because most times I'm always writing on the board. So after writing on the board, there's no how I come and write finish. I come and write my own notes. So this boy is always writing my own notes. You know, in his mind then, in his young, he was young, dumb broke. So during that time, at least, anyway, that one wasn't it. But I realized, let me just, because this is public, let me say 18 years.
The same age with me too. I think I started dating at the age of 18. Like, it was serious dating on me. Once I'm dating, I'm dating. Like, it's a serious something for me. I know they date. If I don't like, if I'm not seeing both of us, you know, together tomorrow, I don't even, you know, I won't even date you in the first place. So
yeah, I don't need to see me and you tomorrow. So is that you date me because you have money? You have the money and then you date me, because me, I may not be dating you, I'm dating your money. Or I maybe somehow because you've bested my life too much, or maybe because I was a student then, you are the type that brings out something. I just date that thing that you bring out. Not like I'm dating because I'm going to marry, because me, I know that within myself that I will not marry.
Sorry, so let us just stop here. Let's stop here before people and get finally. How was your first night as a couple? First night as a couple?
My wedding.
Okay.
After the wedding ceremony.
Alright.
So because there was this particular hotel I was lodged in before the wedding.
Yeah.
So during that wedding, we intended that after the wedding we'll still go back to that same hotel, but not that particular room, now another room. So, but after the wedding, when we got to, because my experience in that hotel before the wedding, there was too much mosquito in that hotel. The mosquito was too much. They did everything to make it comfortable for me, but it just wasn't comfortable. It's not something I wished I would spend my wedding night in. So during that night, when me and my husband came back, I was like, me, I'm not going to sleep in this hotel, that the mosquito is too much. I tried convincing him when we were in the car, but he just didn't believe me. See, when we got to the hotel, my sister they were there already. So my sister was like, that the mosquito in this hotel is too much, that they said that they will not sleep in that hotel. So my husband was like, okay, let's go and look for another hotel now. So I had to climb up, go to that room that my sister was, change my wedding gown. You know, wedding night was supposed to be the guy who change your wedding. You know all these Nigerian film things. The guy who zip your wedding gown while you be forming shy. You know that kind of thing. But me, I went to the hotel room. It was even my sister that helped me and remove my wedding gown, wedding gown, and then I changed to trouser. So can you imagine that the wedding night, my husband was facing to this other side, while me myself, I was still wearing my trouser, facing this other side.
So the next question is, how many hearts did you break?
Thank God you know who broke mine, because nobody broke mine. Did anybody break one? Hey, one foolish guy, one lucky guy like that almost did, but then unfortunately for him, he didn't succeed. But for me, God, I just wish this video will not go viral. Because this
video is all got viral.
If this video hey, nice day, I don't suffer. Because I'm sure I'm go child. Let me not count names, but guys, I'm a changed person. In case this video surprisingly or miraculously goes viral, this is a changed person. This is not that person you used to know that. This is a changed, born again person.
Okay, for me, I didn't actually break anybody's heart.
Even one heart.
Unless the person's heart broke and I didn't know.
You didn't purposely like break somebody's hand?
No, I didn't. Everything was just what do I say? How do I put it?
You missed though.
Everything was
you don't break somebody and another person like, please, and you're like, I'm done. I said I'm done.
Okay.
You didn't even break small.
Yeah, I think I broke small. one tiny break. That one break. I said that person broke my heart first before and now broke back. So it was just a draw.
The retaliation break.
So it was just a draw situation. So every other thing has always been a mutual.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just break the heart. And then you come and beg me. I'll say, okay, no problem. And then I'll forgive you so that after I'll.
No. No, I'm talking for myself, not for you. I'm talking for myself. I am not the intentional heartbreaker, no.
You're fortunate nobody broke yours now.
No, who tells them broke mine, but it was a mutual heartbreaking situation. You broke my own, I break your own. One. What do you consider a good time?
Wow.
A good time.
Like, I'll send my children to my sister's place.
You know where? You don't see me when those happy good time.
Okay. No, see how when I want to dream about a good time, see what I do.
Okay.
I'll just imagine my husband is in Port Harcourt or wherever. All this, he's always traveling. He will just travel, without him. Then you send money, cool cash, and then I'll package my children and send to my sister. I don't dream of having the house all by myself because I'll think of what clothes to wash, which plates to wash, all those things. So the best thing is look for a nice hotel, go to that hotel that has a good, everything is just set, like a very super sweet hotel. Then I'll go there on the AC. AC will be too much, like I'll be shivering, but yet I like shivering. Then I'll use the blanket and cover myself like someone is trying to kill me with cold. And then, but you not turn off the AC, down there. So, and then I'll on the TV, and then I'll watch different series of movies. Then while I'll keep pressing the intercom beside me, I'll call the restaurant, get me this, get me that, and everyone just be bringing it. No, I'll off my phone so that nobody come and say this one is crying and that one is pooping and the other one is doing anything. I'll just sleep, even if it's for 24 hours. It's a good time. Yeah, it's a good time for me.
Personally, a good time is when I am alone, okay, probably with a loved one, and not stress myself about anything like kids and stuff. Just go have a good massage, go to a spa, take care of my skin, my body, and chat with this part. Even if it means going to an island, I don't know, I love adventure. If it means going to an island, as long as there's no shark. Anaconda that side, just go and have a me time with this special somebody. Okay, that'll be a good time now.
Okay.
So the next question is, worst date ever. What is your worst date ever?
It was during that to go arena. To go time
period.
To go period. So there's this guy that was always chatting me up every time. Messages will be coming on my phone. So I checked his profile picture. He had this handsome profile picture of himself. So and at the time he started calling me. We became good friends, and he had such nice masculine soothing voice like that. And he's always like mommy, darling, baby, all those. And this guy can call. He'll send me credits. He'll say, God. I was like, I can't wait to see this guy, like see him, because from his picture he's very, very handsome and all those things. So one day we just started to meet, and then I came out at the place we were supposed to meet, and then he came out. So when my phone rang, I was like, hello, who is it? He said, okay, that he's close by, that he's about crossing the road. Am I the lady standing there? I said yes. And I kept looking for him. I didn't see him. I only saw one guy that has. Should I continue? I saw somebody that was far different from whom I thought was coming. And I won't say I'm that tall, but at least my height is a little bit okay. So, but this guy was first thing first. Whatever you're doing with me, please don't let me not be taller than you. Please. So this guy was just coming. When he was coming, I was like, I was even overlooking him, looking for the guy. Only for him to come and was like, babe, what stuff that is, hey, you're even more beautiful than I thought, than I saw online. I was like, are you the one that was calling? And he said, yes, Jesus is Lord. At that moment, and I'm this type of person that can't even pretend. I can't even pretend everything is okay when within me and everything is not okay. You know, I am not saying if he had told me earlier, or if he had at least pre-informed me, it would have been okay for me. But this one is that even when I asked him to send pictures of himself, he sent pictures of his
masculinity.
You know, he didn't really go down. Go on. I don't want to describe because of your fans. Let me know. That is from that moment we went to an eatery, one eatery like that. And what would you eat? I'm not hungry. What of drink? I'm not thirsty. Should I drive you home? No, don't worry. I like trekking.
So for me, somehow our worst dates ever are somehow similar.
Okay.
For me, there's this Anambra guy I was dating. I think I met him through to go to.
Wow.
Will I say dating?
You were just online friends.
Yeah, we were online friends.
Yeah, so. No, I don't consider those things dating. That's one of those things I said dating. Because that guy you said I broke his heart. When me said I not even have his heart, some talk about
we were online friends, so we'll talk, and this guy he will call me from morning and we'll talk sometimes. So it went on like that for a long time. And guys, he has this very soothing voice. I don't know, guys like this have a very fine voice. Their voice are not rugged, and he's an Anambra guy. No offense to Anambra people, please. So he's an Anambra guy. He has a very calm and shy. If you talk to him, you just feel like you will imagine a lot of things. Okay, so those times you know how to go pictures, and it's usually the face, one kind of small picture, like, so you can't tell exactly how that person will look like. Okay, so we kept talking, and he said he's in Onitsha, that he's into spare parts, stuff, and that he has money, so he will go and talk, and sometimes he will send me airtime too. Until the day we agreed to meet, he said he was going to come to my school, so we'll meet. I said okay, so that I should describe myself to him. I tried describing myself. I asked him to describe him. I don't know whether he understands exactly what he means when he was describing his height, because the height he said he told me, like he described, was someone who was taller than me, someone who is probably my sister's height, because my sister is taller than I am. So yes. So but to my surprise, that very day I came out and he called me. First of all, he hid himself. He didn't want to come out and stand. He wanted me to come out first so he will see me. So probably
if he doesn't like me,
he'll be the one to leave. Sure you get. But then the situations turned down on him, and then it turned out that I was the one who didn't like him.
And I'm not trying to cut you out. Most times when people ask, I think it's in us. When people ask me to describe myself, I don't really know how to describe myself. I go as much as telling the person, like, it's not as if I'm a little bit fair. My nose, I have my nose is designer's nose. Those kind of things. I don't praise myself. You understand? Because
so that you don't expect too much.
So
not when you see me now,
you'll be disappointed. So most time when they see me, they're like, this is not what they expected to see. You understand? They'll be like, wow. Even not if I say I'm strikingly beautiful, but I can't say I'm ugly, shall we? But then the thing there is, because I've made this person think like it's just a regular person that is coming. So when I now dress very well and come on, the person's like, wow, you're even more beautiful than. Why do you look down on yourself like this? But they themselves, they will go as much as saying my nose is pointed.
I'm this one.
I'm this and that.
At the end of the day, you see those things that they told you is not anywhere close to it at all. So when I saw him, I was kind of disappointed. But like me, for me personally, I don't like to put people down. I don't like to make people feel less than who they are already. So I tried as much as possible to maintain, and be okay as normal as possible. So we went to a fast food and we sat down there and we talked. And during our communication, I realized that he wasn't really who I was thinking he was. He was a boastful. He would boast about this one, boast about that one. Somebody who told me that he sells peppers, he did all this one, he's living very big.
But it's simple. 10 million at what's here now?
It's okay. But when I saw him, it didn't in any way look close to that. And someone, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that alone spoiled even the chance of ever going far in the relationship. Yeah, so that was my worst date ever. So what's your most embarrassing moment? Most embarrassing.
So mine was, there's this guy I was seeing way back in school then. So he's up, and this one time we went out on a date. So somehow we invited friends and friends and friends and friends and friends. It was like a gala night in our school that day. So we drank and drank and drank and drank and even drank and drank on top of the drank and drank. So at the end of everything, so my roommate was with her guy. So they were like, the guy came from far, and it doesn't look to me like he wanted to look for a hotel room. And my roommate was even scared, you know. So somehow it ended up that they were now pleading with me if she and the guy could go and sleep over at our lodge. Though it was against our rule, but you know, most times when you're very happy, you're in a very happy mood, you don't,
because of the
because you're in a high mood, you don't even know when you say okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. So by the time it was late, I realized I had just permitted my roommate to go and sleep with her guy in our lodge. So it simply means I'll have to look for somewhere else to sleep. So somehow the guy I was dating then, we were so, I think I trusted him enough then, so we went over to his place to go and sleep. So when we got there again, his bar was filled with, oh my god, name it Calypso, Hennessy, Moet, Andre, name the kind of thing, and we ended up drinking again. So at the end of the day, during the night, he slept in another room, I slept in another room. That's why I said I respected him, because he's a man. So in the middle of the night, I woke up and the bed was wet. Guy, waiting wet the bed now. I don't know. I was like,
no, don't no.
This can't be a joke. Bed, why are you wet? Now today I started.
No, I'm crying for you. No, in Arias.
It's not funny.
Check! She's here.
Like, babe, why are you wait? I for long I was just sitting there asking the babe, I don't understand why you wait. Guys, I woke up that night. If I say woke up, I didn't sleep again till morning. What I did was I washed the bed sheets. Okay, let me not lie. I didn't actually wash the bed, but I washed the part that was wet, and then I turned the bed. Have you seen? Even the criminal, even thieves. I felt what thieves actually go through, because if you see my heartbeat, my heartbeat. So what I did was I brought out the bed sheets, and then I turned the bed upside down.
I see work.
You know.
Oh.
Thank God though, it wasn't as if the urine wasn't much, because if it was much, it would have wetted the other side of the bed. So when I turned it, even the ones that were coming already went back to where they were coming from. So then what I did was I now spread the bed sheet. I dressed the bed sheet so well, then used the part that was already wet. And thank God it wasn't in the middle, because I laid by the side. So I did it the other side, and then I turned the fan to the highest, then I locked the door.
Oh.
Till even when he observed like there was noise and was like, "Are you okay?" I told him yes, I'm okay. So he was like, "Okay, no problem." Then he went back. Till today, this guy didn't know what happened. But for me, I couldn't even look at him in the eyes.
Mine was that during my first baby, when I was having my first baby, I felt like I wanted to poo, and I told them, "Please, I need to use the toilet. I need to use that." They were like, "Do it here. Lie down on the bed and poo." And I felt so ashamed of myself that day, because I delivered both baby and poo at the same time. Yeah, that.
It happens. Mine was even that I after pooing in my house, so I was sure I cleaned myself very well. Then I went to the maternity. When she was about checking me and I laid down, she was like, "You went to the toilet, I did not even clean yourself." How will I be back when my tongue is too big and my hand is not
The day you will never forget in your life. That's the next question. What's the day you can never forget in your life? Do I go first?
Yeah, go first.
I think the day I won't forget in my life, I will never like that thing keeps playing in my head every time, every now and then. The day my daughter died. Like we were just talking, I was trying to calm her down, I was trying to make her feel like she was telling me to remove the drip in her hands and remove the oxygen in her nose. And I was saying, no, don't, just leave it, you'll be fine, just look at me. I was trying to tell her, to encourage her to point. Immediately, she started losing focus, started talking irrationally, and I was still wondering and praying in my heart, God, please, God, please. That moment, the next thing I saw, her eyes went, I couldn't find her black eye again. We started shouting, the doctors came, and I was saying, no, like, it's possible, this girl is a lie, your daughter, even should wake her up. Before you know it, she was gone. So that's the day I'll never forget in my life, ever. Yeah. So, what about you? Sorry, I mentioned that again.
No, the thing is, we've always been a happy family. Like I can't remember seeing a dead body before. But then it wasn't just a dead body. It was a dead body of when this girl came, my sister's daughter. Because being it was just the two of us, and being the last baby, I was actually the last baby that came to that family. So I always wanted another baby, like a baby to call our own. Then when my sister had that baby, it was like the happiest. I don't know if the day I had my own daughter, it was a very happy moment for me, but that her daughter's moment was more like exciting for me than when I actually had my own daughter. So it was one of my happiest moments when that girl came. So to think of that we lost her, and I actually carried her, and she can't even say Auntie Cheesy. And she was so like a precious, so many things that to even think of that, even presently. Most times I even remember that she has not even seen these particular new babies now that we've had. It's kind of annoying. And to think of that, this my present daughter now is almost her age as of when we lost her, and very soon I will have to grow her. It's seriously annoying for me. So that day that we lost that girl, I think it's the worst day for everybody. I was coming back from Aba, yeah. So, and when I got to Midike Junction, there was no vehicle to take me back home, take me back to school. So while I was looking for a vehicle to take me back to school, and in Omahia, once it's 12 midnight, the security agents in Omahia will start moving around, and if they catch you, if you're a young girl, you're already labeled a prostitute. So I was seriously looking for a way to get back to school, and then somehow there was this vehicle, this small Camry that parked in front of me. Are you going towards Umudike area? I said yes. I looked into the car. I saw the driver, another young guy in the front, three more guys at the back. So they were like, do you mind taking a ride with us? I said sure. And then I was like,
5 guys,
2 guys front, 3 back. So I was like, yes. So they were like, the other one came out, I should enter inside. I said no, enter inside, let me start at the back. And they were like, you're not serious. And I said no problem now. So then I said okay, fine. Then the other one, the 3 shifted, and I sat back, and then I closed the door, and boom, off we went. I said a prayer in my mind. I was like, okay, even if not death, now like this, the girls they take that. More of us go die because. So somehow they drove me to the school. Do you know that these 5 turned out to be my very good friends till date, because they were like, they've never seen a girl with such high morale. Like they were even scared of me. That at the time they were sending text messages saying, what if it's more Banje or more than they have carried? Because which other girl would have accepted at that time of the day?
Me, like they don't born you well. Enter which motor? 5 guys, I don't know, strangers. Me, I enter. I'm not even keke self. If there are 2 guys inside the keke, I'm not entering.
For me.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know what other risky is that one than that one. I'm not a risk taker. I don't take risk at all. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the red